I think we have misunderstood what becoming our true self actually means. We keep imagining this higher or better version of ourselves somewhere in the future, as if someone's waiting there, and one day when we'll finally arrive, everything will make sense. But that's not how it works, right? I don't think there's a version of ourselves waiting somewhere in the future. We are just becoming every time we choose to show up. Somewhere along the way, we started treating ourselves as checklists, like some series of habits we need to fix, or some milestones to hit, or some traits to upgrade. We begin measuring ourselves in productivity, discipline, confidence, and achievements. But we are not checkpoints. We are not some list of improvements waiting to be completed. We are not an unfinished product. Growth does not mean that we are lacking right now. Growth just means we have to keep on evolving. And there is no final version of us that locks everything permanently. You will not arrive at one perfect identity and stay there. We are humans and not some projects to complete. The way you think today will not be the same as 5 years later. The things you tolerate now will change, the dreams you have will shift, your capacity will stretch. Growth does not end at a certain milestone. There is no final form of yourself waiting somewhere. Even the one you call as your higher self will eventually outgrow itself. That's what being a human actually means. Evolution is not an event, it's a constant process. So if you're waiting for a stable, complete, and confident version of yourself, you will feel stuck. You will always feel behind because life always keeps on moving on, and so do you. Now, let's talk about some burnouts we face while becoming ourselves. First is the pressure. There's a clock ticking in your head, the feeling that if you don't do everything now, you will fall behind. You see the moving time, your parents aging, your growing responsibilities. You see your own potential and the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Now, that awareness creates pressure, and pressure feels like a ticking clock. You are rushing because you are aware. Maybe you want to struggle now so you can breathe later. You want to work hard right now so you can rest someday. But you need to understand this. Even if you rush right now, life will move in its own timing. And that can be the most frustrating part. Urgency makes you conscious, but it also makes you panic. And it drains you, it makes your heart feel heavy, and it makes the growth feel like a race than a process. Urgency is the awareness, but rushing is the fear, and there's the difference. Let's frame urgency in a way that can help you. So there are actually two timelines. One is your action timeline and other is your outcome timeline. Your action timeline is what you control daily. Your efforts, your discipline, your positioning. Outcome timeline is what life controls. Recognition, success, opportunities. You fully control the first one, but you partially influence the pace and the timing of the second one. And your mistake is trying to control both of them. And that's exhausting. Instead of saying that I have to become successful quickly, just say I want to become capable quickly. Capability compounds and success follows it. You can rush tasks, but you cannot rush an identity. You can finish an assignment in a day, but you cannot compress wisdom into 3 months. Something you want to become, your true essence, cannot be rushed. Burnout does not always come from working too much. It also comes from monitoring yourself too much. From checking yourself every day whether you are growing quickly or comparing today's version to tomorrow's expectations. Think about a seed. When you plant a seed, you water it and you let it sit. If you dig it up every single day to check if it's growing, you might kill it. That's what you do when you constantly interrogate your own growth. You are not watering the seed, you are digging it up to inspect. Growth hates interrogation, it thrives in quiet consistency. If you keep fighting and questioning yourself every day, you will kill your own potential. Your identity won't grow through self attack, it will grow through repetition. This stage is not about proving, it's about positioning. You want to be someone, but you are someone right now too, right? Positioning yourself with skills, mental stability, network, knowledge, emotional depth. You are here building yourself. Most people either rush and burn, relax and drift away. You are trying to walk the third path, which is moving forward without attacking yourself, and that is what emotional intelligence is. The beginning is always going to cost your old version. The real question is not that if your higher version actually exists. The real question is, are you willing to give what it takes? because it costs your old comfort, your old habits and patterns that feel safe. It costs your old identity that you always hold on to. Growth will ask you to let go of who you were so that you can step into who you are becoming. As said earlier, growth is expensive, but remember one thing: it costs your comfort and not your peace. It should cost your ignorance and not your self worth. It should cost your old habits and not your nervous system. And you need to understand this difference. Remember one thing: not every day is going to be a win, not every day is lost. Days are not verdicts, they are information. Some days teach you limits, some days teach you patience, some days teach you confidence, but none of them define your identity. When you stop labeling your days as good or bad, you start seeing them as useful, and that shift changes everything. Before we end this video, let me tell you one thing: you don't have to rush, you are not behind. There's no such concept as early or late. So you're not behind, you're not late, so this is not too early for you. The only thing is, the moment you decided to begin was the right time for you. Growth is not something you can force, it unfolds with patience and consistency. Your job is not to control the outcomes all the time. Your job is to show up, to learn, to improve, and to keep going. Not every day is going to feel like progress, and that's it. You don't have to fight yourself to become better. You can build yourself with discipline but also with kindness. You can accept where you are and still trust the process. You are allowed to grow without harming yourself. And still, if you cannot find anything good to say about yourself, just give yourself the kindness you give to others.